Hello everybody, it's John, also known as JT Drums, and today I'm going to go over on how to install a marching bass drum head. Now, I know I shouldn't be saying this in this video, but don't get me wrong, But just a little review. Installing a drum head is just like installing any kind of drum head on a drum. You're basically removing the tension bolts and the rim. You're taking off the old head and you're putting on the new one. Now, changing drum heads, you always want to measure the size of your drum, the length and the width. If it's a 14-inch drum, you're going to buy a 14-inch head. Like if it's a 22-inch bass drum, you're going to buy a 22-inch head. You always got to measure the length and width. So, let's get on with it. So this right here is a marching bass drum head. You can tell because the size of the head and the look of it. Now, some bass drum heads that on some marching bass drum heads, you might find a ring pocket, or however you call it. I call it a ring, or I call it a pocket, where you can actually install muffle pads. That is the Evans MX1 or MX2, but if you see a bass drum and you remove the heads and you wonder why you see this long ring around it, this is known as the muffler. This is what keeps your bass drum from being so boomy and echoey. Most marching bands use mufflers so everything's blending well, and some HBCU bands most HBCU bands have drums without mufflers, and it actually sounds good without the mufflers too. You just want to make sure you tune it, but the bass will ring out for 5 seconds long if you have no muffler inside your bass drum. But it'll actually be more louder without the muffle ring or the muffle pads, or if you have a drum head that you can actually put muffle pads in it. Sorry if I'm struggling, I'm just really tired tonight. So to install the drum head, what you're basically going to do, you're just going to put the head on now. Say if you already installed the bass drum head, you're going to want to take a look at the other head. See, this is the head that's already installed. You want to make sure it looks the same way with the other head. So what we're going to do is I'm going to measure this. Canon. Alright. So you want to make sure it's matching with the other label. So you can see this is Canon. Oh, shoot, my bad. I'm gonna lay this down flat. I'm gonna check to make sure I measured. You want to make sure your label is the same. You don't want it to look differently than how it was. And then you're gonna get your rim here. Always put your rim facing down. And now, what you're going to do is you're going to grab a tension bolt and one of your claws. Now, if you have a bass drum and you have a claw that keeps sliding off, yes, claws are replaceable, but you want to make sure you get the right claw and the right tension bolt, because not every bass drum uses the same size of tension bolts. I'm starting to learn about this, so I can't really describe. You want to make sure you get the right tension bolt and the right claw. So what I would do, say if you had a broken bass drum, I would take your bass drum in so the person can measure the claw or the tension bolt to make sure you have the right one. So anyway, enough talk. So to install the tension bolt, you're just going to put it on and line it up, and line up the tension bolt with the hole. You're just going to put it in, finger tighten it. You're going to do the same thing all around. And let's do the same. So, for those that didn't know, you're just going to do the same thing all around. This is for new people and people that are experiencing bass drum heads and tuning. So say if this thing can't turn, grab your drum key and then just, what's going on here? There we go. It just wasn't in right. There we go. always suggest finger tightening them before actually tuning the drum. Sorry this is so long. I'm just trying to get every drum head on here. Just so. No, I'm making a video right now. Sorry, that's my weird brother, guys. Alright. So now we got all the claws on. The next step is you're going to grab your drum key. Now for drum keys, I know most bass drums come with a small T drum key. I highly recommend using Alesis drum keys or larger T drum keys. It'll get your drum tuned much faster doing it that way. So, for tuning, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but when you tune a drum, when you tune a drum, always start from the top. Always start at this position, for either top or bottom, and then you're gonna go across. You're not just gonna go all the way around and tune it. You're gonna go across. Now, whenever I tune this thing, I kind of want to keep this thing low so the bass will ring, just so it sounds more bassy. Like on a 22-inch drum, you may want to tune it until it gets to the pitch where you really want it. So like say if you have a bass line of tonal bass drums, you may want to tune it until it gets to that tone that you actually want that bass drum being tuned at. You don't want to over-tune it. So here's the thing: if you over-tune a bass drum, the bass won't. You may not even feel the bass. It'll sound like you're hitting tight plastic or what tight plastic, because you know. So we're gonna go over here. Alright, so now we got the drum tuned. It's not tuned up, but the second step is tightening your drum. But if you have a bass drum, you can just tune it however you want to. But so the next step, the final step. Oh, Alexa. So the final step is touch your bass drum.
I'm not sure.
Alexa, stop. Stop. Sorry about that. So the next step is you're going to want to test your bass drum, test the playing. So I know I have mine tuned pretty low, so that's how I like it. But if I had a bass line, I would make sure they're all tuned at different pitches, high pitch, low pitch. So this is high pitch drum but tuned low pitch. So that'll be all for today, guys. So I will see you all in the next video. I hope to make some drum covers soon. So, and I apologize if I don't. I'm just really busy at this moment. So just felt like doing a little tutorial on how to tune your drum. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Everything is under JT Drums. Facebook, Instagram, Facebook. That's pretty much what I use. So I'll see y'all. Peace.